A long time from Brugger's. Absolutely, I remember you. I have not been there in a hot minute. I don't know if you're still there. Depending, yeah. But anyhow, thanks for joining in. I'm wearing bolo ties these days, so can't say anything. Andrea, thanks for joining in. Congratulations, got them. Y'all are under contract, which is exciting.
Boom!
We're gonna hop in right here. We're gonna try to keep this nice and tight. Again, excited to be here on Friday with you. Gonna look for that 10 to 12 minutes. Here's the rundown. Here with, as always, team lead Bryant Lovett, who's getting his stuff set up. And then what we'll do is we're gonna do just a quick welcome. We'll do a mortgage minute just to get you the latest. Then we're gonna talk buy side, sell side, and then hot tip of the week. And then we'll wrap it down. So do not plan to be in front of you too long. Logan, thanks for joining in. If you got it, any suggestions on a good bolo place in town? I only have one, and I'm sure this is, being week 3, you've noticed that I am wearing the same bolo tie. Love turquoise. My uncle kind of got me into him. He's got a lot of Northwestern, Santa Fe, New Mexico influence in him, and got me hooked. So goal is to see these grow. I used to be a bow tie guy. Now we're looking more like a low tie guy. So as Brian gets his Instagram set up live, I'm going to go ahead and start just so we can keep on. Thanks again for joining us, Pastor. Honored you would just say hello, even for a second. Let's see. Okay, so just this week, honestly, it is still an honor to be able to continue in real estate, to be able to have things going on. I know the governor right now, just as we kind of start to talk about what's going on just in the wide world of the economy. Let's see if I can do this. It's going to be hard.
Right now, there we go.
Right there.
Yep. We're just going to just grab that.
No. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. In the wide world of the economy, the governor said we are going to extend the stay-at-home through April 30th. I know there's kind of this rolling re-entry. We'll see what that looks like, but let's go ahead and get started. Bryant, good to have you here
Good
today.
to be with you, man.
And honestly, this is misleading, but this is 6 feet. Please
don't let this fool you.
Yeah, please don't let this fool you at all. Okay.
Stafford, my boy. Hey, man.
Bryant, go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and just throw it up to you. You're getting team lead of Lovett Properties. I've learned a ton from you. I'm just going to say how many. This is just off the top here, but how many offers have you written this week?
This week?
Yeah.
8.
That is incredible. For those of you who don't know, that means someone's still doing business. Mm-hmm. That would be you.
Yeah, 2 of those were 15 minutes ago.
Incredible would be, I think, what they say in Spanish. I might be wrong there.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, sounds like it's French.
In French. Yeah.
Okay, so let's, per what we like to do, again, for those joining on Brian's Instagram, I'll let him say a quick hello.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Jumping on with Sandy Roberts here. And you guys know him over at Sandy Roberts Realty, independent agent within Lovett Properties, and killing the real estate game 4 years in.
Learning.
And just not slowing down. I love it.
All right, let's do this. Let's jump in. Brian, I cannot wait to hear from, you're doing a ton of business, so I can't wait to just grill you on a couple things.
Yep.
Let's start real quick with a mortgage minute or
Perfect.
30 seconds.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing, and I'll let you. From what I'm seeing, fam, it looks like mortgages are still at all-time low.
Yep. Yeah, as far as interest rates?
Interest rates, yeah sorry.
Yeah.
What else? Interest rates.
Mortgages are at an all-time high.
At all-time high, yeah. I think just with the stimulus package, the goal is still to kind of drive and keep the mortgage rates as low as possible.
Yep.
I'm seeing 3.38, so still under 3.5 for a 30-year. I know, again, that's probably on like a having a high credit rating or a good credit score.
It's a solid credit.
Is that what you're seeing?
Solid credit score, 30-year fixed.
Okay.
And that's probably, honestly, that's probably a 20% down rate.
Okay.
I just locked someone in yesterday with a SECU 100% financing package. That's an adjustable rate at 4.375. So, again, it does depend on how much you're putting down, what your credit score is like, and all those good things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
also.
Yeah, please.
Found this out yesterday. North Carolina Down Payment Assistance Program. no longer operating. I think they are all maxed out.
Okay.
And so COVID-19 has affected the down payment assistance program. So that's huge aha for those that are looking for that assistance.
Just talked to a gentleman over at Movement Mortgage, which is a mortgage broker, and they said that their pre-approval, not pre-qualification, which is the front end, but the backside verification pre-approval has actually shut down for the time being.
Okay.
So not saying they're not doing loans.
No, but they're swamped.
Yeah, they're swamped.
Yeah.
So I talked to a good friend of mine again within Movement, said that this might be Movement Mortgages, which is I think a South Rock Hill, Charlotte-based mortgage broker, their largest month to date with refis and that's going on.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a North and South Carolina predominantly based mortgage broker, but they do a lot in the Triangle.
Yeah, they do a ton here.
Would indicate that things are still...
Yeah, people are definitely buying.
Yeah. So let's just jump right in. I want to hear sell side because that's in part your world that you're killing.
Yep.
Please fill folks in that are listening to what's
kind of going on.
What's it looking like?
So we're still selling everything that we list, and that's including all price points. We've got a home just under $1 million that sold in 1 day. 1 day. So to put that in, I mean, it's all price points right now are moving. And that's for our Triangle market. So things are definitely still warm out there. But I'm seeing this exact same thing for my listings. And I know this carries through, which is a 23% decrease in showings.
Okay.
So showings decreased, but the demand is still there.
So does that matter? I mean, just help me understand. Does that matter? Like showings are down, but it's going under contract almost immediately. So does that even matter? I mean, does that metric matter at this moment?
I mean, at this moment, no, because the people that are still interested in buying your home are showing up.
Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
The beauty of having as many buyers in one space as possible in the same weekend is to drive multiple offers, is to drive the demand, is to drive the price up. Yeah. But that doesn't necessarily have to be the case to get a quick sale and a great purchase price.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got one more question for you. Someone brought up, said, hey, I'm thinking doing for sale by owner as opposed to listing with a realtor just to save some money. That is one way to look at it.
Sure.
Give us another side of that coin.
Yeah. I mean, I think at the end of the day, you're either chasing the market or the market's chasing you.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you really want the market to chase you. And so being priced accordingly is really important. You can purchase your own appraisal. You can have an appraisal, but that's not necessarily an indicator of what current market trends are like. Again, appraisals work in the past tense. Appraisals are really just working off of closed data in the past. So what's happening in your market right now, there's no one better to be able to give you that data than a real estate agent.
Yeah.
So being priced right is crucial. If you do price wrong, you're either leaving money on the table, which no one wants to do that, or two, you are chasing the market by coming down incrementally because you listed too high. And if you come down incrementally because you listed too high, well, then you will sit and you will look like a used product to the market. And that's, in my opinion, if I'm a seller, that's not okay. I want to be the hottest thing off the block. I want to sell in my first weekend.
Yeah. And then, I mean, just one more question. Talk to me about the importance of marketing, especially as we're seeing the virtual game being risen right now by necessity.
Yeah.
How important is it to have good marketing?
Yeah. I mean, we mentioned it last week. A 2,000% increase on virtual showings.
Is that what it is?
For the rental market?
Yeah.
2,000% increase. It's
incredible.
That's insane. And I think we're like in the 180% increase for the resale market. So if you can't virtually show your home, if you don't have walkthroughs and all those things, you are missing a huge chunk of the populace because they're not out seeing homes. There's still a lot of folks that are staying in place.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And if they do go out, if they venture out of their home, it's usually because they've seen it online, they've seen the walkthrough, they know it's going to be a winner. It just comes down to that final sign-off with being in person.
Yeah.
And you can't do away with seeing something in person.
There's no question.
You just can't. Yeah.
So that's huge. So let's kind of transition here to the buy side. And I'm going to give a few things. I know you're still very much in that world, but I'll shake a little bit. I know I see Glenn, who you have spoken of, as
yes, my boy Glenn.
Don't know him, but Glenn.
I love it.
Yeah, thanks for joining us,
Mike Hickman.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yep.
And then Whitney.
Yeah, Matt Blivin, a guy named Pat Levitt, who just closed this week. Pat, thanks for joining for at least a short minute here.
Yeah.
So we're going to respect your time. Give us about 3 or 4 more minutes, and we'll shut it down with you today. Let's talk the buy side. as Bryant said, things are flying, meaning that people are still buying. And things, I've tell buyers, like, yeah, some of them you may have to do some sort of virtual iteration of viewing. But there's a lot of homes that you can go straight into, of course, new construction, and things are still going quick. So please, if you're in that, if you're looking to buy, don't get, I think, turning too laissez-faire, thinking, oh man, I'm going to have time down the road, because things are going quick. We're hoping to see more come online as the kind of that rolling re-entry. But I think on the buy side, especially in the Triangle, inventory still overall low. So and people moving here even during this time, things are going quick.
Inventory is down 8%. That's obviously a March stat. We'll have April stats here soon, but inventory being down means demand is going to increase. You just have less to choose from.
I'm trying to learn the economic games. This is, I think, what they call the law of supply and demand, is it not?
That is exactly
that's the
right.
one basic economic principle I think I pulled out of undergrad.
That's right.
That's it. I'm sure someone else could help me. But all right, so let's do kind of the final hot tip, insider tip, something coming into this upcoming week. Brian, what do you have?
I think, can I actually speak to real estate agents for a second? I mean, I think my tip...
This is you have a captive audience for whoever's here.
For whoever is here.
Whoever's here.
I think, I think that's what I would want to speak to, would be to real estate agents right now. Make sure that, if I'm to give you my number one tip of advice in this market, which is serve your clients in whatever capacity that they need you to in this time. So it's like things are changing. You can't necessarily do real estate the same way that you've been doing real estate. So let's be sensitive. Let's be willing to, maybe work within a different set of parameters, maybe a different schedule. But ultimately, we got to try to make things work for our clients right now. And so that my tip would be to real estate agents out there. Let's continue to give incredible service to our clients. And so that would be my tip.
I think this is kind of just because I'm sitting in this in a personal moment with a client. But if I think my tip would be that big kind of traditional banks, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, they do have mortgage options. Sometimes they actually have really good options. I would keep in mind these banks are Bank of BB&T, they're being swamped with the Small Business Administration loans. Even if those have run out, they're dealing with all of that logistics. So I would just keep in mind, they may tell you 30 days. Y'all, it may be 2 months. And that's what we're seeing right now. We were told we could do it in 35, and it's looking like it might be closer to 60, which has the ability to potentially blow up a deal. So I would just maybe, if your clients are actually using one of those banks, man, I would really get to the bottom of what is the likelihood that you can close on what you said, even though you have that 2 weeks. And then if you are someone who's thinking about using that, I would
steer them in a different direction.
Maybe think twice. That's just what I'm learning. Maybe think twice, because that could lose you money potentially and lose a deal. All right, last thing, just on a cultural moment. Sunday night. Everyone should drop everything, because it is the start of the 30 for 30, the last dance about the Chicago Bulls. First 2 episodes are dropping. It's going to be incredible.
That's right.
So in honor of that, and I'm not going to do this very often, in closing today, I just want to go ahead and throw up my J's here. I'm going to take them off. Got my Jordans on. These aren't my Space Jams.
But you're representing
Someone tell me
nonetheless.
what these are. I think these are the 3s. But I could be wrong there. I know my pastor, if he was on here, he's got a great collection. He's got some baby blues. I think the low top, maybe the 5. I'm not sure. But, the Jordan collection. All right, Brian, you got the final word. Just say something that makes sense, because I'm going left field here today.
Well, I think last week I might have said that my hair would progressively grow as these went on, but my wife is incredible.
You got a hair.
And she did an amazing job.
Allison Lubbock can not only do videos, she can do haircuts.
She can do haircuts.
And it looks great, Brian. I will say, I envy that hair.
So, And, get out and I'd love... Dude.
Tell me something.
Okay. I'm going to put myself in a really strange box right now. And yes, I am a total dork at heart.
It's fine.
Is that okay?
Go for it.
I love plants.
Okay. This man has a green thumb.
I love plants. So for those that don't know, and many of you have given me plants, But I have succulents throughout my house. I have live plants everywhere. But me and my wife are now starting our first garden.
Tell me one flower you're putting in it.
We are putting lilies in it. That's one flower. We're a crawling rose.
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing all kinds of different things. So I'm really, really excited. But
Bryant's got a green thumb.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. With team lead Bryant Lovett, I'm Sandy Roberts, your two favorite realtors on the internet.
No!
Maybe not. I don't know. We're going to get a jingle. Look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks for joining, and have a great, wonderful weekend.
Day.
Week.
Bye, everyone. See you, everybody.